record. Excellent. Right. We'll get there in the end. Okay. Right, so nice big breath in. Well done. Lovely. Hands behind the head. Because that belly, nice. So we're going to do a nice big breath in and out. And in and out. Right, then you've got 2 more left, and we're going to change to those arched feet, bird on perch. Lovely. So we're try and pull up those inner thighs together. That's it, really, so those legs are together, nice. Keep looking into that belly. Say, don't you? I'm going to say, well, we're going to change, we do one last one of this, we're going to change to heels. Lovely. So really crease those feet back towards you, and as you're creasing those feet, can you pull that pubic bone just this way a little bit to lengthen, that's it. Keep looking at that belly. Can you hook in through that bra a little bit more? Lovely. I love it, your little foot jangles. Lovely. We'll just do one more like this. Then we're going to keep the hands behind the head, legs stay out. When they're going to breathe in to point, breathe out to flex. So really that's it. I want you to pull almost your legs into you to allow that curl up and back of the body. Lovely. Nice work. Do 2 more, please. And we're going to come into the wonderful 100. So breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Today, because we lower our legs, if we can't, you can say no, that's okay. Really pull those hamstrings in. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So think pubic bone lengthening out, and your heart coming up and in. Really nice, and that's okay. If you need to bring them up, that's okay. Lovely. I think you've got 3 more breaths. And big breath in, really deep into that back of the ribs. That's it, because that's going to keep you up. Okay? She's like, oh, yeah. That's okay. Don't worry.
It's really hard, isn't it?
It is hard, yeah. Lovely. So we're going to keep those legs really glued together. Flex those feet back towards into us. Lovely. We're going to come and lie down. Beautiful. So really keep those feet flexed to pull up those hamstrings, and as we do a nice big breath in, we're going to come up. Lovely. So on this next one, I'd like the head to come up with the arms. So really think about
creeping forward, aren't you?
It's alright, it's just because we're getting warmed up. So think about curling that head up, 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 up. No, arms a little bit further forward. It's okay, I was trying to hold it. It didn't work out. That's it. So I want you to think, almost your head is coming up with your arms. So you're going to breathe in. That's it. So guys, we tend to lead with those arms a little bit more than the... Lovely. Make this your last one. It's alright, do it. And then come all the way down. We're going to pop the bar down to your right hand side. And then what I do is I actually grab myself down a little bit lower down the mat, otherwise you end up having yourself taking right off very bad. You're going to click that strap off. Lovely. You're going to press those arms down and you move out of your leg. And if you do a nice big breath in, up and over you come. Really flex those feet as you come down. Beautiful. Can you get your legs a little bit lower as you pull them together to come up and over? Lovely. Beautiful. This time we put the legs together, we open them apart again, and then we come up and over. Nice. Keep those feet flexed. That's really nice, Sam. Don't worry. You're just getting more and more articulation through that spine. Lovely. One last one for me, please. Keep pressing in those arms. That's it. It helps you come down. Beautiful. Then I'm going to pop those feet back under the strap. You're going to shuffle yourself down. You're going to take the right foot out, where you have that left one flex, so that nice crease of that ankle. Lovely, elbows nice and wide. We're going to pop the hands behind the thigh. We're going to stretch that leg up. We're then going to curl the head and shoulders up. And as we breathe in, we go up. So really keep this foot flexed into you. Could you even bring the leg towards you a little bit as you climb down? Give yourself even more stretch. Lovely. Make this your last one. Lovely. Arms down, really pressed in.
It can feel more barbelly when you press it.
Yeah, so I want you to think that this foot really flexes back, pulls that hamstring up and pulls up into that belly. It's hard to do though, yeah. Especially when you're trying to think about lifting your hip and everything else. Yeah.
I'm not sure it came off.
It did. It didn't come off there, but it did come off. Lovely, so just really stretch that up. So think, that's it, crease that ankle back. That was really nice. So keep it creased back. Beautiful. So it's almost you're creasing that ankle back in opposition to that pubic bone reaching down towards it. Maybe last time up. Nice, and keep it creased back even more. Beautiful. So really pressing those arms. So could you bring it up and over even more? So really up and over. And out and back up. Yeah? To increase that foot back into you, it's going to help you, that's it. Really, especially on this side, lovely, really nice. Alright, I'm going to take my hand away now, so really crease that ankle back towards you. Lovely, one last one. Brilliant. Amelia?
Just going to laugh all the way through.
That's I want you to be having fun at, so that's good. That's good.
I got this right.
So we're going to keep that head tucked in, float those feet up. Beautiful. And then we're really going to breathe in, take that tailbone up and back. Beautiful. How much more can you breathe into those ribs at the back nice and wide? Then you have an even fuller breath on the way up. Nice. Lovely. Two more, please. So try not to go too far back onto that neck, because we're supposed to be on the shoulders. Lovely, really nice that time. Brilliant. Then bring yourself back. Beautiful. Gorgeous transition. Right. We're going to do a nice big breath in. We're going to calm down, but we're going to stay nice and curled up, looking into that belly. Then we're going to breathe in and out and out. And here, I'd like you to see if you're going to skim your legs down the mat. Nice. Beautiful. And in and out. Then bring both knees into the chest. Then we're going to do double. So again, try and skim those legs out and then back in. Lovely. Breathe in, stretch everything to me. Breathe out. Lovely. Two more. Last one. Everything comes in. Beautiful. Legs to the ceiling, hands behind that right shin. We're going to breathe in and out and out. And could you try to almost come higher up with your back to really almost like you've climbed to the top of your legs. So you're up and you're up and you're up and you're up. Beautiful. One more time. Really nice, Anne. Bring your knees in. Sorry, no, keep the legs. Oh, no, you're right, it's alright. I'm getting ahead of myself. You're going to breathe in and lower. And breathe out, curl up. That was my fault, I apologise. So really try and think about that curl up. So really that nice big breath in keeps you up. Nice big breath out keeps you up even more. Beautiful. One last one. Then we're going to bring the knees into the chest. Then we're going to do the legs and the arms. Oh, sorry. Could have done the other way around now, eh? So again, try and think about that hook in. That's it. A little bit higher. Beautiful. Nice. We'll do one more each way. Lovely.
It's over!
Yay! That's your stomach series done.
Am I wrong? Right?
No, we can do it without the bar.
Oh, okay.
We'll do it without the bar today. So we're going to bring, so think about the crease of those ankles. So the more you crease them in that single leg circle, the more you feel that up in your belly.
Yeah.
So almost, I want you to think crease of ankles into you. That switches those hamstrings on to pull you up through here. So we're going to have those arms up nice and long. Going to do a nice big breath in. As you breathe out, I want you to go up the imaginary pole I have up your back and over. Beautiful. Then you're going to breathe in and you're going to stack that spine all the way back up. Nice. Breathe out, come up to go over. Lovely, keep those ankles creased. Keep them creased back even more to pull up. Nice work, Anne. And one more forward, please. Big breath out. Don't laugh, it doesn't help the breathing. And a nice big breath in. Beautiful. And those arms down, and they're going to bring your bottom forward to your heels. Going to grab on. Bring those legs up. Going to look into that belly, and then we're going to roll. And breathe out. Pull the pubic bone down here. Lovely. Oh, think about those shoulders. So we're resting on those shoulders, not the neck when you come back. Lovely. One last one with the legs open. Nice. And then we're going to put those legs together. Just breathe. Just breathe. The breath will help you. Yes? That's it. Lovely. One last one. Yes? Just breathe and move. That's it. Lovely. Then arms out to the side and crisscross those feet down. Wonderful. Might need to push yourself back a bit. That's it.
Are we alright?
Yeah, if it's comfortable for you, because you're just near that crease.
I think I might
Does
be
it feel
alright.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay then. Right, so into corkscrew. So we really want you to think about coming down that side, down towards your hip. So coming down, and then coming up. Yeah. So really press into those arms. If you need to, that's it. Lift that head up off. If you need to when you come back to get that spine really articulated around. So really come more onto that hip, more onto that hip, more onto that hip. Nice.
Stop laughing. Go.
That's it. Really lengthen towards me. Got this is your last set. So really come down that side, down round onto that hip. Nice and then all the way around, up onto that hip, and then back down that side. Lovely, and then come on down. The nice way to do it is, open your legs, and you come down and you're already into sort. Yeah. So you go, and then you're there already. Yeah.
Well,
Might
that's
want
nice.
you might want to pop yourself back up the mat. traveling down the mat. Lovely. So this time, feet slightly wider than the mat, on those imaginary blocks that we don't have. Again, think crease of your feet. Beautiful. You're going to do a nice big breath in. You're going to rotate those ribs around. Then as you breathe out, you're going to grow those arms out. Come back up. Sorry, as I've left handprints on your arms. And I really want you to grow. So this is coming up and that's going out. Beautiful. Keep those feet flexing toward you. Right, on this next one, I'd like your ribs to move first before your head does. So think about your nose staying with your breastbone. That's it. And then we go up. So please to stretch out. You're like a tree. Your arms are growing out, but your branches are part of you. Oh, that's nice. I know you're not thinking it is. That's all right. And one more each. Was it one more each way? Because it's too far each way. If you're doing extra, I apologise. It's always better to do one more than one less.
Suck it round, cheeks.
And bring those legs together. You're going to pop your hands to the left hand side and then you're going to swing your legs around behind you, ready for swan. Beautiful. I know this is your favourite, Anne, isn't it?
Talk about that.
You know, if we can today, once you've got that rock, because you've got a beautiful rock, we're going to bring those arms out, even if it's just for 1 or 2 at the end to try and get those arms out in front, yeah?
Okay.
But I want you to have, you remember, do a nice feeling here, yes?
Okay.
So, do a nice big breath in. Pretend my hand is there, you are coming up underneath it. That's it. Lovely. Keep the head lifted. That's it. Beautiful. Keep that head lifted, heart forward. Imagine that's it. Beautiful. Nice. Keep that head lifted. I just want to go like this.
I know, like pull it back.
That's it. Yeah, look, it's that's all the issue you're having with that as well is because you've got a beautiful extension, it's just you let your head drop.
The weight of it's
yes.
going down.
So the more you can think, because when you have it, put your hands back where they were, the more if you think you have this extension coming up through there, it's like if you do it through on a ladder barrier. You come up and your arms stay there. You need your head to be staying where your arms are rather than we kind of drop everything because we're on the mat. Rather than keeping it up. No, lovely. We are then going to bring our arms in, so we've got our hands and fists. You might need to push yourself back down a little bit. Just because you rock so nicely at the top. Lovely. Slightly further out with those fists, so you've got a nice little diamond shape with the arms. That's it. That can allow you to have this nice little swan in here. Lovely. Just going to do a nice big breath in, breath out. So when you think you're using the hamstring to pull the heel in. Nice. One more each way, please. Lovely. Then we're going to put those legs out nice and long. Arms come around behind the back. Beautiful. Do a nice big breath in. As you breathe out, the heels pull in 3 times to kick.
Oh, sorry.
Kick and then breathe in. Come up into that lovely swan. So really think that swan feeling, nice, and then come down. That's it. When you try and keep that heart going forward as you come down out of that extension, so the heart comes down, that's it, lovely. This is your last one this way. Lovely, really good. I need to stop saying lovely, I don't know. Oh. That's it, you're going to bring yourself back up, on your bottom onto your heels.
Okay.
And then we're going to jump through our hands if we can, don't worry. That's it, that's fine. Okay, really nice, nice.
Think you want to do it?
Yeah. And no, we don't need the bar.
Oh, we don't need
We
it.
don't need the bar,
Sorry.
that's alright, that's alright. You have to use your arms. Great, so you've got your feet about hip width apart, beautiful. Again, in this one, the flex of those, crease of those ankles is going to help you pull that up into you, pull that belly, yeah? So, going to keep those elbows nice and wide. You're going to do a nice big breath in and start to curl up. Right. We're going to flat that back. Right. We're going to get more articulation in that spine this time, aren't we? Lovely. So this time you're going to breathe in, you're really going to curl up. So you want to curl, curl, curl up and over. Curl, curl, curl. That's it. You're so nice and bendy, and you can just go over, you see. That's it. And then really curl down. So pull those feet towards you even more. So if I push in here, does this help you?
Yeah.
That's it. That's better. Nice. And then really curl up.
So don't go down on this one.
Flat back. How many did we do? 3? I think it's 5. 5 to 8. Sorry. Sorry.
Come on.
Sorry.
Yes, come on.
And then we'll go down this time. Lovely. So really pull those feet back towards you. That's it. Lovely. We're then going to flick the feet out of the straps. We are then going to bring those legs up. We're going to do scissors.
Was it this?
Yeah. So do you want, yeah, got your hands underneath. Lovely. So almost try and tuck those elbows in a teeny weeny bit more if you can. Beautiful. So I want you to really think about splitting that pelvis. So you're going to breathe in and split those legs evenly. Lovely. So really think about that's it, almost dropping that pelvis over. Beautiful. Nice, and still try and keep that up feeling. She's still got that up. It's almost like you're in a little mini swan, and then you're splitting the pelvis in the middle. Lovely. I can't remember which leg we started on, but we're supposed to do 3 on each side at least. Yes. Then we've got bicycle. So then you're really going to reach that leg out and bicycle it down around. Lovely. So really try and split that and hang that pelvis over. So really drip that leg down as if you could get your foot to the floor. Nice. Keep the up though. This is your last set. Then we're going to turn those hands around to the side, and then we're going to bicycle our legs over. Beautiful. Lovely. Keeping those hips up. You're going to get your leg along out the mat, up. So you're going to heel down. So I want this to stay up. Lovely. And then we're going to reverse it. So we're going to go up and then point down. Lovely. Yeah. First I thought it was me, but it's because we're lying slightly at a diagonal on the mat. So at first I thought, oh, but you're fine, you're doing really well. Just keep that hip up, keep both those hips up. Once you've done your 3 each way, bring that leg in, arms up to the ceiling, and curl all the way down. Beautiful, nice. We're then going to bring the knees into the chest, rock and roll up to seated. We come up, so we've got nice long legs out in front of us, legs together. This is where you really want those creasy ankles. Excellent. So, spine twist. So, we're going to breathe in and we're going to twist. So, really want the ribs to twist and breathe out from that. Breathe in. So, again, you want to think tree trunk arms. They're growing out of you, but they're in you. Nice. One more set. Then bring those arms down, give those shoulders a roll. Then we're going to pop our hands down by our side and we're going to come over for jackknife. So you press your hands down.
You did say that.
Yeah. You're going to push in, nice big breath in. And really come all the way down through that spine. So when you come down, don't let those hips drop at the last minute. Really try and keep those hips up. That's nice. Sorry, that was my knee. It's almost, if you bring your legs a little higher as you come down, can you feel that difference? You're then not, because you want to just collapse your bum down a little bit when you come down. Lovely, really nice, and do one more for me, please. Beautiful. We're then going to roll onto our side, facing my water bottle, because I can't think of any other thing facing the chair. It's on this side. Right. It's the wall and the windows, isn't it, really? But I've lost all capacity to talk. So we're going to put our spine up along the back of that mat.
This way?
Yes, that's it. Bring your legs out slightly more. Again, we quite often would have like a little box here, but we don't have them. So it just gives you that little bit of extra press through your leg.
Okay.
With like that angle, yeah? So we're going to breathe in, float the leg up to hip height. So we're just going to do forward and back to start. So we're really going to flex the foot to bring it forward. Point the foot to come back. So keep pressing down in that lower leg and try and keep stretching the hip down towards the mirror. Or for you actually, keep putting that pubic bone down the end of the mat. Lovely. Can you do one more, please? I'm going to bring those legs back together and rotate the thigh bone around slightly, so you've got a nice little Pilates V. We're then going to breathe in, we're going to drag the heel all the way up the inner thigh, so that's it, so developing on the elevate, yeah. And then up, and then reach that leg out. So I want this hip to stay down here. As you do it. And say, yeah, that's not enough. I know. I know, you're doing a really good job. Keep that waist on, lovely. We don't fall that way, then we're going to reverse. So yes, please. Oh, well done. So really try and keep that. Well done, Anne. Well done. That was really good.
God, you've got that in there, haven't you? Like,
yeah. It really gets you in that point, doesn't it? Oh, well done. Beautiful. Today, should we try doing bicycle?
We could give it a whirl.
So, can you do with your arm as well?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna bend the knee a bit because we're using.
It's this way.
So you're there. So you bring it around. Your arm comes out to grab your leg. Then you bend your knee in, put it behind you, and then come out. That's it. So then the arm comes back round, just to the front. Then you catch that leg. You bend that knee. Really use the hamstring to pull that leg behind you. That's it.
Feels really wooden.
It's alright. Hey, you can grab your foot. I'm totally impressed. That's it. Really keep that length through. So really use this to pull it back. Use this to pull it back. Lovely. Then make it your last one that way. So when you bring your leg around this time around the front of you, you're then going to bend it in and bring it forward. So you bend it in and then come out long.
That way.
I really want this to go there, and then pull this back here. Then your arm comes back around here. So, to pull it forward. You quite often find on one leg. It's better backwards. So it goes out.
Oh,
you
lost it,
come
sorry.
around. You then use your hamstring to bend it in. Do you know what it is? It's the arm. It's really complicated. So last one, it's the arm.
Sorry, I lost
That's
it.
okay, then come in with this hamstring. Lovely, and then bring that leg down. Do not apologise, Anne. It's really hard. It's because you need to. It's one of those things. It's like doing the hip circles. So when you've got to have your arm there, and this goes back, and then it comes back to join it. Comes around, it goes out, comes back. So it's a bit like a train. It's how like a train.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, because that would be the okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
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 That's a good. I like that image. Yeah.
Yeah, so got glass on top. Right, so one hand on top of the other, nice and flat, forehead on top of hands. Lovely. We're going to pull ourselves nice and long, and then we're going to breathe in, and breathe out, and breathe in, and out. So really try and lengthen those legs down towards that mirror. Lovely. I'm sure I'll sound something in the camera, which isn't helpful. Lovely. And then bring those legs down. We then got to rerun the fun on the other side.